Hello, Namaskar everyone. Welcome to Dhwani, which means sound in Hindi. We bring to you resonating sounds created by the actions of women innovators, leaders, experts, and entrepreneurs who are making a difference in their and others' lives. We share their stories to inspire and empower other women. Dhwani is an initiative of Innoberry, which is offering a platform for the women to voice their thoughts, struggles, challenges, achievements, highs and lows, and the journey that they have undertaken. I am Pooja Bhatia, a tech transfer, patent licensing, and intellectual property professional, and now your host for this show. Let's inspire and get inspired. Hello, everyone. Today we have a very special guest. She has 35 years of experience, not just in innovation, policy, science, but also in other leadership domain where she is supporting innovators and startups. She is Dr. Jatinder Kaur, the Executive Director of Punjab State Council for Science and Technology. I welcome her today for this episode where she'll be talking about the different initiatives, including Mission Innovate Punjab, how she has tackled it, what are the things that she looks keeps her motivated in leading an organization and bringing in a change in the state. Welcome, ma'am. I am really happy to have you on this episode today, and I am looking forward to knowing more about your journey.
Pleasure is mine, Pooja. Happy to be here.
So, ma'am, I would like to first ask you about your journey. How did it started, and what are the key moments for you so far?
In terms of journey, no, so Pooja, I have a doctorate in microbiology. So worked in the field of environmental microbiology, and I started working, teaching and research at Punjab Agricultural University here in Ludhiana in Punjab. And thereafter, I joined the Punjab State Council for Science and Technology about 34 years back. And the Punjab State Council for Science and Technology is the think tank. We support the innovators. I would say I've been fortunate one to express the creativity fully, in conceptualizing many new programs, initiatives, be it for infrastructure development in the state, be it policy and planning level initiatives, be it the programs for supporting the startups, the innovators, the researchers. I think it has been a very, very satisfying the whole experience. I would say each moment is the one that I look forward to, on day-to-day basis. So yes, it's been a full happy journey, I would say. Yes.
In fact, ma'am has also been on the board of the Punjab Biodiversity, so which is a state board to take care of the biodiversity related regulations, and she has been on that board also. So, ma'am's experience is completely, it's a huge range, and we have lots of things to learn from her. Ma'am, you mentioned about that you are supporting startups and innovators. So, I wanted to know how are you right now because there are a lot of initiatives that are coming out. So, what are the recent initiatives where you are supporting the startups and innovators?
Well, I would share with you that we have a patent information center of Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. I'm also happy to share that I host the Technology and Innovation Support Center, TISC, of World Intellectual Property Organization of. In fact, this is the first TISC of India that I host here. After that, the other TISCs came in rest of the parts of the country, but first was set up in Punjab in my own organization. So we support startups and other innovators as well for assessing the novelty of their innovations by helping them with international patent searches, help them with the acquisition of technologies, from the knowledge institutions. And also last year, instituted a new program called, it is Startups Handholding and Empowerment for Women-led Tech-based Startups. So far, have supported 2 cohorts last year, a dozen of them, 12 last year and 12 this year. So 2 cohorts under She Initiative, and they are doing extremely well, must say. It's a very end-to-end support in the sense that right from their ideas to side by side, along with She, we also do a idea file, which is if there is an early stage ideas, taking them forward, selecting them from tier 2, tier 3 cities in Punjab, and then supporting them, and then little mature startups as well. So as I was saying, end-to-end support in the sense that if there's any technology gap, then identifying the right technology partner to fill that gap, helping them for providing seed funding, as well as helping them to mobilize funding from the other sources, and incubation support, the marketing, other linkage support. So that's one very holistic initiative. Then a very beautiful initiative is setting up of a rural milieu accelerator. So a couple of years back, we had set up a facility. It's a unique facility, bioresource processing facility in one of the remote areas of Punjab, in Kandi area. It's a sub-mountainous area, unlike rest of Punjab. It's not very fertile. So we had set up a facility by taking 2 sheds, which were in very dilapidated condition from the state's electricity board, on lease, and then renovating them and bringing them to such a level that today you name the certification, it has it. It has FSSAI certification, even export license. So involved a local cooperative in making that facility operational. Unity is a local cooperative. And I would say it's now come out as a huge success story, in the sense that it's providing employment to the tune of 2 lakh man days to local communities, especially women. So now last year we started expanding it, making it an accelerator, so that any startup which wants to work in the area of rural upliftment can get the acceleration support at this facility. Acceleration support in the form of, say, manufacturing facility, in the form of quality testing support for marketing and whole branding support. I mentioned, we have even export license there, and the brand Unity has been established, and also the products manufactured there based on the local bioresources available in that region. Whatever grows, wild, amla, karela, giloy, whatever grows is being processed into the products, high-end products, which are, say, being marketed by the big brands like Apollo and so on and so forth. So all the startups being supported under this new initiative of Rural Milieu Accelerator. And also the self-help groups, the cooperatives being accelerated at this facility. So another one you asked about, startups and innovators. Yes. So another one, a new initiative last year that again we started is a GRIP program, Grassroots Innovators of Punjab program, wherein our teams go to every nook and corner of the state, right to the village level. And this program we are doing in collaboration with the National Innovation Foundation. And we try to scout extensively at the local bodies level in villages and urban areas, and see the innovators, and then map those innovators and mainstream them, support them for wherever technology validation, technology upscaling support is required, and also awarding them. So last year, there were 200 plus innovators mapped, and 6 best were awarded by the Chief Minister. This year, the reach has been multi-folds. So 900 innovators, 900 plus have been mapped, and 10 have been selected, which would be awarded and are now being supported. So these are the few initiatives. There are many more. So a few key ones I've just shared with you, Pooja.
Kudos to you, ma'am, and to the team who is working with you uh, to, not just bring in the mainstream startups and innovators together, but also the rural innovators, because it is the need, the both sides, whether it's the mainstream innovators or startups or the rural innovators or startups, they have similar needs, uh, yet different, where they look for mentorship, hand holding, and I think above everything, they look for a confidence that you are giving them. So I would thank you on their behalf for supporting them in their journey. So you spoke about so many initiatives and working with different stakeholders. So what do you think are the key essential leadership quality that one needs to have to lead an organization?
So what helps me, I can share what helps me is, Pooja, that when I come to work every morning, I would say my each cell is, buzzing with joy of creating. So there's a question always, what am I going to create today? So I think that brings the whole team along, because every new idea that we conceptualize, so when we enter into discussions, wherever it's dragging, this is commonly we say maza nahi. So oh, to bring that maza back to what you're doing, I think that's where automatically end up leading, because then everybody is a part of it. वो होता है ना, जैसे कोई बच्चे खेल रहे हैं, and if you see a happy child, everybody wants to be with that child, who's happy and joyous. So I think it's like that. One that comes to point that comes to my mind is bringing that joy. So you rightly mentioned it's a teamwork. I have a team of happy, joyous, and highly professional people here. So they all come to work for the joy of working. That's not they're not dragging themselves to work. So I think one that comes to mind. What else? Let's see. I think, Pooja, the other thing that comes is that I never allow myself to complain per se. So not sin per se, but in the sense that this is a situation. So what are we going to do about it? Rather than ये आ गया क्या करें. So I think everybody in my workplace now knows that they can't go on and on complaining about something. The moment we say, okay, now this is the situation. Now tell me what is the solution. Focusing on solution rather than the problem, I would say. That's what. So I have a very dear friend who, any situation, says koi na, means, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So so I think that's another thought. And common welfare, I think, is another beautiful concept that which helps you lead the team, in the sense that when you are very clear that what is the common welfare for the whole organization, that automatically brings in place that you're not focusing on personalities, you're focusing on principles. So it's, I think that's a mix of that. Kind of brings the leader which everybody has in oneself, that emerges. Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting point, ma'am, that you have raised, that, if the team is happy, it motivates you to do more. Usually we say it the other way around, that if the leader is happy, the team feels that they should be doing more. But what you have said, if I look back, I would kind of agree with you. Had I had grumpy team members, I think I would sure not be in a position to work well. So I would agree with you. And now,
they tend to be grumpy sometimes, and you tend to be grumpy sometimes. But then you have to remember that if you end up doing that, that is not going to lead you anywhere. So,
True.
you don't think of that. I'm glad you're asking this question, in fact, because they remember that we deliver best when we are in that joyous mode.
And it's a powerful message to all the entrepreneurs too. If whenever you face any problem, just think about why you started in first place. So then you would, not think about the problem but the solution. Ma'am, I would like to put you on spot and ask you a question. How do you balance work and life together to ensure, both of them go on smoothly? Any tips for us?
A good one. Yeah, there is, works do keep you busy morning to evening and sometimes at night as well. So, Pooja, how I bring myself into balance is that I like to go within on day-to-day basis into my solitude and with the nature. I think being in the nature is something which really works for me. Going for walks, but then truly being with the nature while being on walk brings me in here and now. And the other thing that comes to me is being a scientist, I see the whole concept of spirituality or being in here and now in a very scientific way. Let's see how I'm able to articulate it so that you and everybody who listens gets it. Now even quantum physics has proved that everything is finally made up of energy. The food, even the food that we consume is stored in the form of ATPs. That's nothing but energy. So everything is
Yeah.
energy, which means if everything is energy, there is a continuum, there is no separation. So you are connected with everyone around you, with the whole cosmos around you, you are connected. So I think that kind of brings a peace because there is no room for blame game. There's no room for saying this one is wrong, that one is wrong, because there is a continuum, this energy. And also, what immediately brings balance is whenever any situation comes, I think that's my mantra, I would say. Whenever any situation comes, say a tough one, I do not go into story that this one said this or this happened or that happened. I think it very scientifically that the energy within me has become dense. That's it. Whatever has happened, I am otherwise a very light energy, bubbly energy. So something has happened and my energy has become dense. So I kind of put forward a request to the whole universe, to send light energy. And that I think it maybe hardly takes a few seconds or minutes. If you stay disconnected with the story and stay in this scientific principle that it's only the energy molecules which have got densely packed because of whatever has happened, negative or whatever has happened. So if you just ask for the lighter energy, your energy gets lightened, your situations around you get lightened, people which come in contact with you immediately get lightened. You become like a cloud, a light cloud energy. So the cloud doesn't have any hooks per se wherein anybody can put a clamp. So nobody can put a clamp on you because you are light, cloud-like. And just because of this small, I would say, scientific way of taking, the whole existence, I would say science and spirituality is the basis which can bring anybody into balance. That's what I practice on day-to-day basis.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing it. I'll try to implement it myself because I definitely need to bring in a balance. So thanks for
Well,
this
let me
tip.
know. Let me know if you face any difficulty in grasping it. Maybe we can do a full podcast on that sometime.
Sure, I would be really happy to do it. So I would like to also know if you have any other tips for the aspiring women leaders, the next generation.
So I think what I would say is that every morning when you get up, everywhere you are, just ask one question that how may I contribute? It's a very, very powerful question to ask. It automatically brings all the gifts, all the qualities that you have within, and what should I say, that your primary goal gets set very properly. Moment you ask, how may I contribute? You get ample opportunities to contribute during your day. I think it would be a great way of going forward for the young startups, for the younger lot, as you asked the message for. Yes, rather than waiting for what can I get, what can I get from here, what can I get from here? How may I contribute in every situation?
That
I would say. The moment you are in a position to give somewhere, so it's a very, very powerful position to be in. And it could be maybe only just a smile that you are giving to somebody, or just a small compliment that you are giving. It doesn't have to be a very big thing. But since you are in that question that how may I contribute, the whole universe conspires and keeps you in that state only.
whether it's small or big, just think each day what you are going to contribute, a smile or something else. So thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us for this session. And I hope to have you again to talk about more about these new initiatives that you are bringing in and how you are supporting the startups and women innovators. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. It'd be my pleasure. Every other day, we are thinking of new initiatives and we'll be happy to keep sharing those with you. Thank you, Pooja. Keep the good work going. It's an amazing, way of spreading goodness that you are doing this podcast series. Thank you, Pooja.